Okay, cool. So let me show you what I did. I'm experimenting recording this video. So I'll be surprised with the results myself because I can't really see myself, but let's see how it turns out. I just want to walk through all the layers that I made and see the progress. I actually am going to submit this to a gallery, so I can't share the final results. Also, I can't share the photo of the model because it's explicit and has nudity, which is also something new that I haven't done before, creating explicit version of Adam and Eve. And I mentioned it before, Adam is like spray painted white, which was really fun, and Eve is spray painted black, and both of their genitals are red. And there is lots of concept and ideas behind it, which I will go through. But first, let's just see this like Photoshop layer build. So I started with this tree and I warped it to make a circle. And then there's a photograph. This is like the background. I'm gonna get to it first. I put this like 3D leaves behind it just to create some dimension. And then I started adding, there's the ground, which she's standing on. These like little patches here are plastic bags. I wanted to put this artificial connotation to this image, which is kind of like a man-made touch to the world, because everything is like so mythical except for that, which kind of grounds it into how what's the footstep of humans on the world. Not the super positive, but one of those implications. And then I put this coiled branch in front because I started working around on the circular elements of it. Everything is like warped and circular and has that theme to it. There's another branch I added right here. And then I put in the stars. There's stars in the sky. I don't think you can see it that well. There are stars in the sky. And then I took the stars and I used it's a filter. I think it's called a radial. Yeah, it's the radial blur. So you take any image and it just blurs it, and you can kind of control the direction of it. It's basically a motion blur, but it does it has a point, and then it comes out of that point. So it made this like really cool effect of. I kind of liked it because it's like mythical and it's like draws you in. I mean, honestly, it has a little bit of a connotation of Star Wars too. You know, when they like go through the stars in speed of light, which I really, really liked. I added shadows. It's like another patch of sand. Which one is this? This is just another detail on the branch. I added sand on the branches. Another patch of sand here. And that's like a big patch. Completing a circle. What is this? Oh, this was the tree before. And then I added this little patch of dirt right here, which I took photos of, and then I had to isolate it, that was kind of a cool process that I didn't do until now. I can show it sometime in the future. What's next? I added branches. So these were the trees, the same trees that I made the coil from, and I just warped them. I used the puppet warp tool. Let me show you what the branch looked like originally. This is just a photo of it. I saved it in one of the layers. That's what it looked like. It's just a tree, and it's burnt. Right now it's brighter, so you can't see that it's burnt, but that's what it looked like. And then I just took it and warped it and made a circle. And then the next thing that I did, I started adding fire because she has the element of like earth and fire. So I put a bunch of these stock images on top of each other and put the smoke up. More smoke. She is like right here. She's standing right in the middle. So everything is composed with her. That's why it looks kind of weird like this. There's a circle that I thought would look really, really cool. So if I zoom in, the dirt, can you see it? The dirt is kind of like circling around the tree itself right here. It's a little nice touch. And that's the completion of this element that goes from here all the way through the circle. And then the top branches to complete the composition, which are right here. I just took all of those trees, I photographed them, I turned them around a bunch of times, and I made this composition of, it's kind of like a head of a snake, or it's kind of like a glass, like an hourglass, if we go back, you know, because it kind of like goes in and then it goes out. That's it. This is where I'm at. So now there's lighting to do, there's retouching to do on her, and finishing the color. And because right now it's kind of like brown and purple, and it's supposed to mostly communicate black as like color. And yeah, that's what's left. And then hopefully I can share it. Well, if I get into the show, then I'll share it at the show. Oh, and I did put in some background just right here. Very delicate in the back, just to show the dimension. And that ground, which is like a cracked desert ground. So it's very gentle, and it's only to show just depth when you're looking at the whole composition.